AutoNation reporting strong results last night for its latest quarter, as well as announcing a new chief executive. Joining us now for a CNBC exclusive interview, AutoNation Executive Chairman Mike Jackson and incoming CEO Cheryl Miller. Mike, I think the operative word there is Executive Chairman. And I've said before, maybe there was a time when the face of AutoNation was Wayne Huizenga. That was a long time ago. And you are the face, at least were for 2 decades, and I can see now someone's still got some serious influence at AutoNation, and I think Cheryl is your doing, and I'm reading your quote. You are thrilled for the first time in history. We have a woman who is the CEO of a publicly traded auto retailer, and I see your fingerprints all over this. You're really excited to have Cheryl taking the reins.
Joe, thank you for that introduction, and we both share a deep love for our founder, Wayne, and what we all did together. So first, let me start off. I'm absolutely delighted and thrilled to announce a record second quarter, $1.20 a share. And if you adjust for the impairment, it's $1.20 earnings per share versus the street expectation of $1.06. So an all-time record second quarter. But the reason I'm here this morning, Joe, as executive chairman, is to introduce the new chairman and CEO, our CFO, Cheryl Miller. Now, she replaces Carl Liebert. I want to thank Carl for his commitment and contribution to AutoNation this year. He was all in, but we all know the risk of hiring somebody from the outside. Carl and I had an ongoing discussion, and it was a mutual conclusion that it was just not the right fit. And I wish Carl nothing but the best, and he wishes us nothing but the best. So turning to Cheryl, our new CEO and president, she and I have worked together for the past 10 years. She's been in the auto industry 20 years. She and I developed the brand extension strategy, what has driven the performance of the company these past couple of years, and particularly in the first half of this year in this record quarter that we just discussed. So, Cheryl, how did we do the second quarter record?
Second quarter was fantastic, Mike, and we delivered that with great gross profit growth. So if you think about customer financial services, an all-time record in customer financial services, we had great used unit growth, and we also had customer care growth that was strong at 7%. All that dropped to the bottom line as well. SG&A as a percentage of gross profit improved 190 basis points year over year. So a great quarter all in all, a record second quarter following a record first quarter.
That sounds like a CFO, Mike. But Cheryl, also, you've got 20 years in auto retailing as well, though, right? So if you were, I know Carl was, fitness and USAA, great, I mean, Navy background, all that stuff. But what is it about the auto industry and auto retail? I mean, it really is sort of a different animal than it doesn't necessarily translate experience in other operations. Is that fair to say, Mike? And was that not apparent early? Was that not apparent early on, or you just saw Cheryl and said, we should have done this first?
So first, Joe, auto retail is its unique universe where up is down and gravity is the opposite of what you expect. Yeah. Mainly because of in the new vehicle business, the manufacturers are deeply involved and have a different go-to-market than what I would do. It's not a linear, logical business, and it's tough to get your heads around. And we knew the risks, and we took it, and here's where we are. And I think, Cheryl, why don't you talk about how you feel taking on this responsibility, and you think you're up to it?
I'm thrilled to be taking it on. I've spent most of my career in automotive. And in automotive retail, I've spent time in rental and distribution, captive finance. I've seen the cycles. I had a front row seat in 2008, 2009, extremely prepared, looking forward to running the base strategy, executing on the core, as well as brand extensions. It's a strategy that we created together, and I'm very excited about continuing to bring that to life.
One of the things you were involved with was the Waymo alliance as well. Where does that stand right now, Chairman? When can we expect? I don't know. It seems fine that I have trouble accepting any change, but that's really on the way.
Joe, let me just say something first. So, I was looking at Waymo. I thought that's who we should partner with. You and I discussed that. But once again, just like on the brand extension strategy, it was Cheryl that I turned to, and I said, hey, get on a plane, get out to California, get at the table with this West Coast mindset, and hammer out a partnership agreement that we can grow together and learn together. And Cheryl's the one that got that done. So why don't you talk about it?
It was fantastic. It was great to be there from the first day of creating that relationship out in Phoenix. We started out there, really had a great meeting of the minds, and we've continued to grow from there. We've expanded with Waymo, great partnership, and it's early days in the business and with autonomy, but it's great to have a front row seat and to be helping drive that change for the business.
So, Cheryl, where's the growth going to come from in your view? I know that AutoNation is, Mike, over the past couple of years, you do the repair business, you brand AutoNation, and you extend that. Now, used cars or I guess they're not, you've called them pre-owned. You've corrected me on that before, but.
Yeah, please, Joe.
Nearly
please,
new.
Joe.
Nearly new.
Nearly new. Nearly new.
That works too.
And are we near peak auto? And is winter coming? Do either one of you think that to reference Game of Thrones?
Well, I'll go first, Joe. I think on the new vehicle business, the consumer has been hit by a higher price point for the vehicle they want and higher interest rates. And this has moved that critical monthly payment. And many consumers have decided to switch to nearly new to get the exact vehicle they want. Now, if I go back 6 months ago, we had a forward curve that said interest rates would continue to go up. And now looks like that has significantly changed, and we'll see if that actually happens. But that would change my outlook for 2020. If interest rates go down instead of going up, that's going to make a real difference for consumers because interest rates and the monthly payment remains critical.
Can I interrupt?
If you think about
we're running out of time, and I want to ask Mike a little bit more about the transition, Cheryl, to you from Carl. I understand all the reasonings. Carl, though, took over the job back in March, so it's been 4 months. Are there any other reasons behind him just not being able to get his head around the unique aspects of the auto industry? You knew that he was coming from outside the industry. You knew the difficulties of understanding the auto industry. Will we be hearing down the road that there were some other reasons why you decided to go with Cheryl, Mike?
Melissa, absolutely not. It wasn't for a lack of effort, a lack of commitment. You see the actual results are good. It is really just an issue of a cultural fit that he and I discussed on an ongoing basis and decided that wasn't going to resolve with more time, and we should just mutually agree to call it a day. And I wish Carl nothing but the best, and I absolutely guarantee you there's nothing more to the story, and there'll be no other shoe that drops past my conversation with you all this morning.
Okay, great. Well, we hope to see you at the next report as new CEO, Cheryl. And Mike, how long are you executive chairman, Mike?
Great. Thanks, Joe.
I'm executive chairman to the end of 21, so I have 2.5 years to go, Joe.
Okay, great. Excellent.
Would you wear pink shoes? Remember when Mike sent us the
yes, I do.
pink Converse
pink
sneakers?
Socks
You wearing them right now, Mike? Cheryl, you got
More
them
on the way.
Yeah. I have them. I don't have them on today, but I'll wear them next time.
Wear them next time. Great. All right. Thanks.